Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing good. I had a phenomenal weekend. I got to hug my beautiful granddaughter and spoil her, and she spoiled me and the kids. And I'm just so grateful. Just want to take a moment for all the moms out there, juggling the work, the schedule, home-based business, making sure everybody's taken care of. And it just really starts with the heart. The heart of everything is really centered around the Mother's Day, the Father's Day, and this is why we do what we do. So I just wanted to again, welcome everybody here. I'm going to be doing the letting the people in as well. New format. I just want to make sure that we will not do any chat. I thought I turned the chat off, but apparently I didn't. So if we can just
Yeah, I thought that
refrain,
was off.
I thought it was too. If we can literally just refrain from not even doing the chat here tonight, that would be great. So if you can just please do that, because what it does is it kind of throws me off, and so it'll hopefully let me just say I can do that. Ask all to mute. 1 second. Sorry. We just need to have a little housekeeping here. So, yeah, if we can just refrain from any of the chats, I know everybody gets excited and it's like a one of those things. Everybody wants to talk and chat and things like that. But let's just focus tonight to get the information. And it's a real simple process, real simple system, but we're going to make sure everybody understands it. So if we can just refrain from all the chat back and forth, that would be great. Again, welcome. This is the Get Fearless Freedom Overview. Monday night. We do these every single week, weekly, unless something is going on, and we usually have either Marybeth or Kat take over. So, again, Monday night, we're going to get off the fence. Party. Tonight is a party. And I love parties. I think parties are fun. We had a party last night with the family. In September, actually, I'm going back to my hometown, and we're going to have a party there. I'm going to be able to spend all month because of my home-based business. I can do what I want when I want. I don't have to be strapped to any desk. We've been traveling for the past 5 years as a family. And so that's the reason why I love this business. It's time freedom. So you can take this device right here that everybody holds in your hand and you can take it anywhere you want. So that's the beauty of this home-based business and the system. So it's very automated. So I just want to tell everybody that this is very optional. Zooms are optional. You do not have to come onto these Zooms, but people seem to love these Zooms as a community, just so you can see who's behind the scenes. And it's myself, my son, my programmer. His name is Rick. And we all keep this really systematic so that you can enjoy your time freedom. Again, what's the number one thing everybody wants is time freedom, right? To be able to do what you want, where you want, and to be able to make instant payments. So that's what the theme is here tonight on this call. And I just want everybody to know once you jump off this call, you have a decision to make tonight to run with us or to not run with us. We're in the middle of a 90-day challenge. So for me, the challenge has been amazing. It's been very fruitful. We've helped a lot of different people. And so we're seeing huge explosions here and with Get Fearless Freedom. So my son's going to do the formal presentation and a little bit about us. Again, we're a family. We work together, we play together. My son and I have been working together for over 8 years now. He saw me actually working online and said, "You know what, Mom? I want to get out of the corporate space. I don't want to, have to be told what to do and all this kind of stuff." So he's been self-employed with Bob and I for, like I said, over 8 years now. And now he helps people get set up and Get Fearless Freedom. It's actually one of the things that when you think about a home-based business, you want to think about a three or four T's. Okay. You can write these down. You want to think about techie. You want to think about how techie is the business. You want to think about the training. Are you going to have to do the training? You want to think about the traffic. Okay. So that's kind of what we focus on here in Get Fearless Freedom. You don't have to worry about the training. We do the training. We have the training in the back office. It's provided. You don't have to worry about the techie part. If you need assistance getting set up, my son helps people get set up. And we even have laptops now, laptop bonuses we're going to talk about here tonight. So I'm holding one of them right here and right here. I'm going to put on my head. So everybody can see it's actually pretty heavy. Wow. I don't want to do that for very long. So Rob's been shipping them out, dozens and dozens of people. Anyone that wants to raise their hand, on here on the Zoom, if you have your camera on that got a laptop, feel free because they are really, really incredible. So that's at the 2000 level. Corey on here I brought on, he has one. Let's see who, gosh, there's just tons of people on here. And you can comment for that. I don't mind. Okay. Again, if you're a GFF member, put your first name and then GFF at the end. That way we can show the amazing crew that we have here tonight. How many amazing people have come on to Get Fearless Freedom. Beverly, you're a brand new member, so you can switch over from Beverly to Beverly GFF. Isn't that cool? Right? So since last week, now Beverly's on. So you can do that, but I'll do that for you. All right. So if you're not quite sure, there's just a little spot right there and it says rename yourself. So I'm going to pass it over to my son. We're going to get rolling and he's got a different presentation. We do it every single week, but we do it with a little bit of a twist. So he's going to get started and I'm still admitting everybody onto the Zoom here. So again, welcome. We're excited everybody's here tonight.
Welcome. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. This is great. Yeah, so let's get going. Let me fix this little screen share thing.
Okay.
Let me just get in here. All right, sweet. We're in. Yeah,
All
like
right.
Mom said, we change it up a bit here and there. A lot of new stuff we add, a lot of great people joining our family, and welcome in if this is your first time. Thank you for tuning in. Like my mom said, we are a mother and son team. So this is really cool to us because we get to improve the product. We improve our company all the time. So we go with the flow of new changes and flexibility of the industry. So that's what's really cool. And the show is obviously has begun. So lights, camera, action. We are getting off the fence. And so you might have gotten a follow-up email. You might have seen a Facebook post. You might see an Instagram ad. You might see it all from Get Fearless here, whoever invited you tonight. But we're getting off the fence because I feel opportunity is missed when we sit on our fence like these guys and we work a 9 to 5 job. And so when we work a 9 to 5 job, we are stuck in that rat race. And so that's why it's super important. Hold on here. I just got to fix. Okay, there we go. We are asking ourselves, the important question we are asking ourselves are, can we make big commissions tonight, right? Can we? Yes, actually, you can. Can you achieve those financial dreams? Absolutely. Can you achieve location freedom? That's a big one, right? A lot of people want to get out of where they're at. Maybe they were trying to escape, an ex or the town that they don't like, or they want to travel the world. I make the jokes. You're going to learn my humor tonight. But there is a lot of stuff that we want in life, right? And so we have earned millions with their Master Resell Right program. And that's what you're in tonight. So you're going to learn that you are going to be the face of it. You are going to be able to resell this and make 100% commissions. The big thing is opportunity is very much missed often, actually, because us humans, we are the path of least resistance. I just got off the gym. I got out of the gym. And after 2 years, I've lost 50 pounds and I've actually put on a lot of muscle. And because of that, I actually looked at as fun. And for a business, you want it to look at this as fun. You do not want to look at this as a 9 to 5 job because if we do that, that's when we get into that race. So we created a 7-figure business in a box, which is amazing, right? And you want to get back to who invited you tonight. So this Zoom, this is actually an unorthodox Zoom. This is something that is going to be random. There's going to be aha moments. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, Mom and I. We do podcasting style. So if you're new to this type of style of Zoom, we are here to show you the path on how my mom and I become 7-figure earners. So, and our community as well. So, the rules of the house, very simple. You can screenshot these, you can keep these, you can put them in your back pocket, but we are respectful tonight. If you do have a question and you have any of that, that is a raise your hand moment. And of course, we are keeping this on a very growth positive movement. Okay. If it's negative, you don't like something, whatever, that is not for the Zoom. It's for actually our support because we have incredible world-class support. So none of that is negative if you get kicked out. We also have an earnings disclaimer. Just like any business, a lot of the times you get on a webinar and you do not see these, by the way. You see where they do the rah-rah, they do the hype, and you feel like you're on cloud nine. I feel like I got my first sale coming on real soon. Tommy Boy quote. And the thing is that's where the rah-rah, the fakery happens. And so we are a real community and we show you this, okay? We also have this under Fair Use Act, our commentating, our teaching, our research and scholarship, and our fair use, of course, of this. What we do is we actually close your sales. We have a done for you money system. So it's in a completed money system. That is where you can actually resell it. We have laptops for you. Yes, we actually have bonuses, and you want to keep till the end because it's incredible what we do. We have seven-figure blueprints, the original, by the way, not the kind that are the typical, hey, look at this, look at that. We are the original, actual seven-figure blueprint. My mom has been in the industry for 12 plus years. You can tell I call it the lineage of her marketing, and a lot of people have done copycats. I don't like copycats. I personally know that I have the original AirPods in my head. And now what do they have? A million different AirPods, and they don't work that well. So we want to get to the originality of being a successful seven-figure income earner. And it's a very easy business. You want to keep till the end because we close your sales. Yes, we actually close your sales. So gone are the days where you're out there marketing and you're thinking about what to say. We close your sales. And we broke it down to three steps. Lead flow, you're going out there, lead flow. We had the cash flow and then the freedom flow, which is awesome. So you're here for a reason, of course, right? We are all here for a reason because if you already knew what you knew, you wouldn't be on the Zoom. And you're here to actually enhance your life. How can we make it in 2025? That's actually a question I personally had because there is a lot of stuff going on, right? World events, political, geopolitical, you name it, we don't talk about it because we talk about money, which is what you need in this life. So what is it? Well, it's a top secret system that these gurus that are online that are making it to these top MLM companies and you name it, they're actually using what we have, and it's insane. So it's a recession-based proof business. It does not look like this. By the way, I want to applaud my mom. My mom actually changed this on me, and I didn't even see this. So this is cold script, and I actually want to thank her because this is an incredible flow. Thanks, Mom. Very good. I love this new flow. And of course, we have no tariffs, which is a big thing. It's no taxation on the levels that you are going to make your money at. So, what is it? Is that a perfect business to me? Actually, yes. To me, it would looks like a perfect business because it's none of those and it's all of this. You're simply advertising a website and it's that plug and play money system that actually is helping you actually get further to where you want. We have the time, the techie, the traffic, and the training all made easy. And of course, Get Fearless here. We're actually at the Golden Pawn Silver Shop, the Rick Harrison, the Pawn Stars TV show. We were there actually just was about a month ago. And we were there as we love to travel, right? You guys are going to learn that. And that's what we get because we are making the dough. And when you make the dough, you don't always want to pay bills, right, guys? You have extra. So mom has created a beautiful system where we get to travel as a family. So what do? You plug in. If you're an existing member, you're a non-existing member, you plug into the system. We're 6 years strong. You might as well make use of it. We post ads and we can get paid. It's that very simple because the system has that automation. We have freedom and automation at our core, and these are our success stories. Pretty incredible. We update this often at our website, but we have results. And here I want to pause because with this system, it actually can be used for any other opportunity. And so what you're seeing is, yes, people are reselling Get Fearless. But you got to understand there's an expansion happening behind the scenes that you're not seeing. So if Thomas ain't seeing something, that means that someone else is also winning a TV. or Corey ain't seeing something, that means the system is building an MLM on Facebook. So this system is flexible, and that's why you're going to see the growth, of course, get fearless, but you're also not going to see the people that don't want to actually give us credit. Okay, I'm just being real. They do not want to give credit. And just like you watched a great movie, credits are supposed to be there. Well, that's not the world we live in. We live in a very fallen and interesting world. People don't want to give credit. So I just want to share this
I also
that
wanted
these
to add
are the
something, seeing as how it's like podcast style tonight. Last year
sure.
we had a person that didn't want to be named for whatever reason, and I get it on social media, but he had made 20 sales, $21,000 sales, and I was like, "You don't want me to announce you into the community?" Nope,
No, he did
nope.
not want at
So,
all.
so that's the thing. I just want people to realize that we're showing the people's results that have given us permission. Does that make sense here tonight, everyone? I just want you to say, I mean, I've taught thousands of people online on how to take these 3 steps into any business opportunity. So I just wanted to say that as well. I taught probably 3 and 4 people, and now they have their own system. So I just wanted to just kind of say that here tonight. It's just a good reminder for people that haven't or that have heard that before. I just wanted people to know we're sharing some of the results, but not all, because some people told us last year and the year before when we relaunched, please don't make my name out there public. And I'm like, hey, cool, for whatever reason, okay?
Yeah,
So I had to
certainly.
mention that, Rob. Sorry.
That no, and that's a great theme of it tonight because,
Sure.
people have to see and understand that it's like people that use iPhones, for instance, right? They use a
Hmm.
great camera, but they just made an incredible photography album for,
Hmm.
whatever, and then they made just millions of dollars off of that. Do they credit the iPhone camera or the Samsung camera? No, they
Right.
don't.
Right.
So that's exactly what our system is. Just think of it like that, and that's what we have. So we have just awesome, awesome people that are joining our community, been in our community for ages, that come around and have $5,000 days like Mary Beth. She just had this, by the way, a $700 day the other day. We had Thomas join in. We had Fritz here, 200. We also had her, of course, have these back-to-back $2,000 sales, incredible stuff that she has plugged in. See the difference? Plug in to the system. When you actually, this is a great, great thing, Mom. I think podcasts are one of my favorite versions of when we actually do this
Yes.
because I had a teacher the other day, and this is great for everyone. I want all my even existing Get Fearless members hear this. My great acting coach Amanda told me this. She says if you're not going to put the work in, okay, you're not going to actually read what we have in the back office. And this is what she told me. You're not going to read the scripts for acting. By the way, I do acting classes in school. So that's what my freedom is. Just to let you preview freedom. But she said if you're not going to do that, she looked at and she's like this, looking away at me. I said, wow, that's pretty harsh.
You didn't even
We are
want to give
super,
eye contact.
super, no, we are super nice. We are super nice compared to this coach would destroy everyone on this Zoom.
You'd
So
destroy me
I'm telling
probably. I'd be
we
like, oh no,
we
sorry.
want to be the loving, positive community
Yep.
that does get you to the finish line, but you will have to have a little bit of umph and
Yep.
push. So I
We'll have to
definitely want to
actually
share
listen to some of my training videos that I've taken for 12 years of how I've actually created this kind of lifestyle.
exact
Absolutely. Yes,
exactly,
I
Mom.
agree. I agree.
Yeah. So I love our podcast style Zooms because we really, we
Mhm.
just, and this is Anne's recent sale, amazing 500 right there. Our lovely friend there. We have George. We have like again, I can keep going, but you're gonna see it throughout the Zoom here. Kat, our wonderful friend here, just back to back. Mary Beth, there you go, another 2,000. So you can see there's moms right there, $4,000 in one day, right there, 4 grand in one day, just like that. That's
Yes.
insane. That's amazing. So numbers
And I do want
change,
to say
right?
something. I'm going to be 58, so it takes me a little bit more focus to make $4,000 days. It does take a little bit of focus. I just want everybody to realize it doesn't like, yes, I can say it out to the universe and all these kinds of things, but it actually does take a little bit of work for $4,000 days, $5,000 days. Once you agree, Mary Beth, I just want people to understand that
Yeah.
this system's here for everybody to earn money with, but we
Flexibility at
it's a
any level.
flexibility. We can do what we
Yep.
want to do anytime we want to do it. But I'm just letting people know that this is the kind of information you really want. We're not here to give you some pie in the sky, rah rah kind of information tonight. I want literally everybody to know exactly where we go to make these sales. And it's honestly four places, I promise.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And when
Go ahead,
they had that quote, Mom, with when they had that quote where people are just like, you basically you flick a dime down the alleyway and
Rob. Mhm.
you'll just, it's too good to be true. When people hype the daily pay stuff, that is, I want you guys to run.
Yeah.
Because when you hear the word daily, that's a promise and guarantee, and that's
Yeah, you
not
can't
good.
do that in this
You
industry.
cannot do that in this industry. So, what this is these are the tools and software and incredible system that can do that. And that's the word is can. So, that's the difference we have here. We are the real ones. We want to show you guys and ask yourself here. We're closing your sales. We actually set up your members. We have the done for you email platform. You're going to see that. Mom loves talking about that. We have the done for you social media images and the callback team. So it's so cool because we always asked ourselves, are we going to, do the money now, money later type of thing? And a lot of people work really hard to actually just make $1,000 and other opportunities when you can make it one time. So we never ship anything. It's all digital, and this is the gold rush of 2025. So we found that in 2025 to stand out and be the person that is going to sell those blue jeans to those companies out there and people, we found a problem. So online businesses leave you stranded. That's what happens. Mom actually, just in the beginning of her career, she sent $3,500, not 500, not 1,000 or 2,000, 3,500, and the guy said, "Hi, Tammy, you are confirmed." Period. She didn't get on a Zoom and say, "This is how you connect to Wi-Fi, click the shift button on the keyboard, all of that, and do all that." No.
No.
She got you got confirmed, and that was it.
And good luck. Best of
$3,500
wishes. I don't
gone,
even
and good
know if he
luck.
really
That was
sent
it.
me anything. I don't think he ever sent me anything.
Oh, am I over? Okay.
Yeah, you're
Explain.
over actually over compensating there for that guy.
I
No,
have a little too much faith in
he
people.
had too much faith in him. There was no
Yeah.
such thing as a Zoom back then, 12 years ago. Mary Beth knows the story of mine. And I said to myself, man, I said, we've had many conversations about this. I'm just like, okay, but you got to provide where's the training? Where's the back office? Guide them, make sure they're good to go. Like here now we're
hmm
closing sales. I'm emailing for people's leads. I mean, I've really taken it to the next level, in my opinion.
Yeah, certainly, Mom.
Anyone
Like,
can debate that on me, and we'll have Mary Beth talking about that tonight here too, because she's totally on the same page as us.
yeah, no, it's a lifestyle change that, helped me just here alone with the digital system we have. 8 years ago, I didn't even know what I was wanting to do, and now I'm actually fully being able to have time freedom, travel around, 8 years self-employed,
Hmm.
and that's why we have our why tonight, right? Because everyone's why is different. It's actually interesting. I've heard it, and it's like one person said, "Oh, an extra 500. That's it per month," and it would help, totally help. So it definitely changes things because everyone's different. So we are here with an easy comp plan. We break it down to you very simple and very soon into our podcast webinar here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. 100% commissions. We have an instant payment system. And that means that when you're receiving the money, it's actually peer to peer. So if Beverly gets a $500 sale, that's awesome. She gets $500. That's peer to peer, and it's sent and received to her. We are never the middle person, which is extremely important because that right there, I've seen it and I've been on YouTube. I've looked up opportunities online working from home and I've seen it where it says, "Hey, your money's being held by the company in escrow. Just wait 28 days and you're good." That's what happens, and you know that's the little radio voice going on. So I've taken a lot of classes, right? I joke with you guys. I love joking, but this is not a joke, okay? Because that's what happens, okay? And so it's a peer-to-peer, and you get to fill it out how you want to get paid. So if you feel comfortable with Venmo, awesome, you can do that. You feel comfortable with sending a money Walmart MoneyGram or Walmart money order or something, whatever, then
Yeah,
awesome, you can
I
do
just
that.
picked two up. Remember?
Yep, mom just
Yep.
picked up a
It's
few.
really
Yep.
easy to go to
So
Walmart, by the way, everyone. So there's two payments, two ways. And by the way, I enhanced this. I don't know if anyone noticed. I posted it in the groups. I literally have a registration video now on the registration page.
yes, you
I
do.
know you're thinking, really? But like there's an autofill now that a lot of people have on their computer. So you just gotta turn off the autofill and it'll literally help you out by doing that. So there's a new video on the registration page. I'm always improving the system, by the way. I want it to be weird, literally, if I'm not around or there's no callback team or anything like that, and Armageddon happens or whatever, that this system can still run. And it honestly does. So I just want you guys to know that I put now literally a registration video. So there's two ways to sign up tonight, and you can send off MoneyGrams. MoneyGrams are very, very popular. Okay. So here's some more proof.
Very much.
And by the way, this
Yeah.
system is did we say almost 6 years old, by the way? So I've used this system for this many years and I just love it because we keep getting it. I don't get bored. There's not many people that get bored with it, but you can use it for any opportunity, by the way.
We have a world-class programmer and
We
actually a very
do.
close friend that
Mm-hmm.
actually is deep with this integration of our system. So
Yes.
we are improving it. We're always finding ways to get around and improve things. So that's what we do as a company. And we also have it easy for you as a self-serve. Remember when I said with acting classes for me, and the lady says, "Rob, you're not going to put the work in. That's it." And she looks away. That's what I'm talking about with self-serve. There is moments in time when you do have to just say, okay, I'm going to plug in because I see all the action. I'm going to plug in myself. So that's what we want you guys. We want you to be successful. We want you to plug in and have incredible times with just like Kat here over from Germany. She moved here 6 years ago, learned English as a second language, and she is now making sales back to back. And that's so cool because she's such a great-hearted lady. So she's able to really help people. Okay. That's what I like about her. Fernand here, he can wave to you. He's a good buddy of mine. He's actually my personal guy and friend. And he actually makes back-to-back sales because he is able to plug into the system. And we have, of course, more folks here, $1,000 level, myself here. This is a turnkey business, which is cool because you get a full back office, right? You get a full entire actual system with a one-click funnel setup. So, Mom, our time is awesome tonight. I'm so happy you changed this up. I love my
Well,
mom.
you
She's
edited most
an
of it, and then I
efficiency.
just tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I just like I'm amazed. Some of the stuff you just like
Yeah, we'll
changed
be
on
on and
and
off
I
in
loved
probably
it.
about 5 more minutes. So,
I swear you were really good at this tonight. I mean, I like to give my mom credit more because it was just Mother's Day. Yes.
yeah, he's being nice to me. No, I'm kidding.
I
He's
am.
always nice to me.
I'm telling you, it's some, this is what I love about women.
He told me yesterday
I'm
that I'm
just gonna
like the
give
best
this,
mom ever, and I'm like, I'm your only
yeah.
mom.
This is actually this is real. This is not for me to like say it on a mic and platform it, but I really love the way a lot of women think because your minds do not think like some minds stubborn men. Yeah, I'm a guy, but holy cow, are we stubborn guys? But ladies, can you agree with me? And I'm joking. You know my jokes, but it's stubborn. It's like the wheel is circle. Let's make it square. And so let's not do that, right? We wanted to make this a simple one-click funnel. And so that's what we did
Well,
here.
there's a
And
quote
we
on
made it,
that, by the way. I put it up on my Facebook, and it's not so much just, how men used to be like all the thought leaders, but nowadays in 2025, there's a lot of women that are rising
yep,
up and now coming up with like different, sayings, right? Mel Robbins, of course, Tony Robbins and things like that. But there's a saying that there are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world. Those who are afraid to try and those who are afraid you will succeed. Ray Goldberg.
Wonderful.
Seriously.
Yep. Exact. Great
There's
quote.
I love quotes, quote after quote after quote. There's one thing that we all, especially as we get older, there's one more I want to say here in between this presentation. You are not stuck. You are simply committed to a pattern. Think about that. You're not stuck. If you can't figure out why you're not moving ahead in your business or what's not working, you're just simply used to a pattern. We all get in a pattern, okay? Sometimes you have to break out of that pattern, go in a different direction, put more gas here, put more gas there. See what I'm saying? But the system that we have, you can go as fast as you want or you can go as slow as you want. You can go at your own pace. You can learn all the teeny little details, never get advertising if you wanted. So,
Mm-hmm.
but with my brain, I needed money. I was down to my last 50 bucks. I was like, no, I need to make this system work. The guy just, took my $3,500. I need to make sure this system works, right? And so that's why I got into the picks and the shovels business because I knew all the questions. It didn't matter what opportunity that I was in. They were always going to ask me, Tammy, how do you market it? And that's the reason why we have GFF because we share how we do market it. In 2025, a lot of things have changed over the years. Would you
Oh,
guys all
it's
agree with
crazy.
that?
And it changes actually it changes all the time. And
Yes.
that's the sad part. And
When
so
I
that's
got
why we
into
have
this
to
pattern,
evolve.
I was thinking to myself, this pattern of small, teeny little dinky checks all the time. And that really, honestly, you have to stop thinking about that. You got to say, am I deserving of this money? Am I deserving of the 2,000? Am I deserving of the 4,000 weeks? Am I deserving of a 10,000 week? You absolutely are because there's that much money and more out there. There's so many people you can funnel through the sales system that you're never going to ever, it's never going to get saturated. Okay. I've had this for 5 years and it hasn't got saturated yet. So there's just so much money in the digital marketing space, just billions and billions of dollars that is generated in this industry. But I do have the highest converting pages, I will admit. Thank you for pointing that out, Rob.
Yes. Yeah, and we found that
We had a
problem because
problem.
when we used other systems before we
Yes.
started creating ours, we saw a lot of these,
Yes.
where they're looking like a capture page from Windows 98. So
Yep.
a lot of people think the colorful, the lifestyle in the background does it, but unfortunately, no, because
No.
it's a page that just it doesn't do that. So we created clean white capture pages. They laughed at my mom until she put this in her bank. And that's actually real results right there. So
Hmm.
that's what's interesting is like people like will laugh. Like mom said, they know that you're gonna either succeed or not, and either way, you're right, right? It's like a Henry Ford kind of infusion of a quote there. But the mind is so insane. I was talking to a gal today. I was getting my coffee. And she's like, "Hey, Robert, I mean, I'm telling you, everywhere I go, because I remember people's names. Fun fact about me, I actually remember every single person's name I ever meet in my life. Yes, that's
Yep.
interesting. Fun fact, but yes, I do know it.
That's a good skill to
And
have.
so I do. And so I said, Hey, Eden, how are you today? Like Garden of Eden. And so she's like, and then I had to scan my app. And then she's like, Oh, hey, Robert, how are you today?
Because she was
And
worried
so,
because she forgot your name. She was probably
yeah,
worried
yeah.
you were going to get upset or something.
And I don't,
Right? Right.
but I did, and I actually was at my class the other day, my college, and as everyone's walking in, here's the professor, guys. This is something crazy. Okay, the professor goes, "What's that?" Oh, I said, "Oh, Beth," and then the next lady came in. I said, "Oh, hey, Haley, hey, Ava, hey, Bert," and I kept going on. And they literally were like, "What the lit all jaws?" I said, "Hey Cam, hey." All jaws were dropped.
Does
I'll
anyone
remember.
know? Does anyone know what Kevin Trudeau came out with years ago? Does anyone remember the book that he came out with? Marybeth, maybe you do. Valerie, maybe you do on here. Anyone ever remember it? Maybe you do, Karen. Mega Memory. Kevin Trudeau. Look it up. It's actually quite an amazing thing, and it's an amazing thing in business if you can remember people's names. And I taught that was one of the first things. Did you guys know I homeschooled my son from ninth grade to 12th grade while I was
Yeah.
doing this business?
I did not go through
He did not go
traditional
through traditional
schooling.
school. I wanted to make sure he was actually equipped for life. I mean, what are you going to do with a parallelogram, right? What are you going to do
Yeah, Pythagorean theory or
with
whatever
yeah,
they call
I can't
that.
even say that word.
My gosh. People are like, I don't even know what it's called. It's the whatever a squared plus b squared.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't care because it doesn't put money in your bank.
Not
In
really.
fact, one
No.
lady, mom, remember a few weeks ago, she says, You spelt your incorrectly. I said,
Yeah.
well, I always spell it normally correctly, but my apologies. And actually that got mom a sale because the woman then
Yeah.
replied and then so, being exact is something that we
We
don't
don't have
always
to be
have to
perfect in
be.
this life in order to make money, believe me. I screw up all the
No.
time.
That's why with that model, we came down to four places. Four places that make it easy for you guys to share the good news of Get Fearless. Meta, which is one, and it branches out like a tree to Instagram and Facebook. It's technically one, like the tree stump, but it goes out to Instagram and Facebook. You have YouTube. It's a great search engine. So make a video on Get Fearless, and we teach you how. Of course, we have Craigslist. There's a lot of boat actually classified in general. Classified sites are actually really where it's at. And then we have email marketing and click traffic. So that's
Oh, I
actually
have
what's
something to
really
share with
cool.
everybody too. I forgot to did you get that the screenshot of the new traffic
Hmm.
button?
Oh, no, I did not yet, Mom. You can share that in towards the end. I want
Sure.
to breeze through this a little bit of
Yep.
our ads. We give them amazing ads, of course, from day one. They're getting over 150 images on day one, which is
Yep.
cool. I had a guy one time, he's like, Where is the link? And I gave him the link and he started looking at it. He's like, Oh, wow. Oh, humbled immediately because he was like all up in arms, like, Where's the link? And I said, Here it is. And he down to zero. And he says, wow, these ads are insane.
Yep.
So that's why we then bring them together with our four powerful levels, and it starts at $200. That's it. It's a $1,000+ value for a funnel builder because we believe that our funnel system is really our core. That's where it starts and begins. And we actually can give it to you guys for only $200. That's it. You buy it once, you can upgrade it anytime. And this is really awesome right here. Then we have this. And what's great, and this is the actual steel beams in the bridge. This is the actual 2x2, the 4x4 beams in a home that actually are Get Fearless. We can use this for any business, okay? So we can use our incredible funnel builder and our system as well as our $500 level, incredible software to our side gig hustles that you're going to learn about. We have our software that is really tailored for other businesses that you can actually use this for. So you can resell it and say, hey, real estate guy, yeah. You want a software that will auto reply and say, hey, there's a multitude of MLS listings. Well, there you go, $500, just like that. So, really kind of cool. And it works for real estate agents to lawn care services. We can help any local business, which is cool. Manual or automation. Of course, I want automation. And our side gig hustles, learning where we are finding these items, because I'm sure you might have seen images like this. Maybe mom has, posted, or some of our great family, that's what we call you guys, GFF fam, have shared, wow, Robert just got a Harley Davidson. And yes, we did. Dad and I, we were in the garage and we were able to get this guy running. So pretty cool. We have, a lot of art that we flip. We just flipped every single piece that you see here. We actually arbitraged it, and you get to get that at the $500 level. So massive value. And at the 1,000 level, so these are the levels we're going through in order to plug in. The $1,000 level is a $4,000 value. So this is insane because mom and I, we love training on live masterminds. You see us with our podcast style, our Zooms, our Monday overviews. We love to train in a live setting And we also love to train with that part of all the other features like faceless video marketing. If I showed this slide to my coach and mentor for acting, she would whip my MacBook and I'd have to go to the Apple store to get my Apple Care and get my Apple
Yeah,
MacBook
she'd be like,
replaced
"Why are you in my
because
class
she
then?"
says, "Why are you in my class, Robert? Because if you don't want to show your face," and I swear, so
Well, let
many
me ask
people,
everybody on here, has anyone seen Tom Cruise? Right? Has anyone seen Tom Cruise?
come on, yes, we have.
Yeah. So can you imagine Tom Cruise doing his movie with a faceless like this?
Yeah.
But we do have it. And you know what? In all fairness, I never wanted to do video. I mean, I was 100 pounds more overweight. So when I first started doing videos, I did not want to show my face. So I learned the strategy. I took my BlackBerry, I flipped it around. I can show everybody my before and after pictures. And I've actually lost 9 pounds since I started this year on my new journey after my knee replacement. But what happened was I just didn't want to do any videos. So, all joking set
Hmm.
aside, I get you. I get you. If you don't want to do a video, you can take your phone and you can flip it and then you can record your screen. You can do it on any other screen. You can do it on Zoom. But I'm telling you right now, video marketing is hot and it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to keep getting more and more and more. People are doing presentations, they're doing videos. We have a 7-minute video that literally tells everybody everything about this, right? In 7 minutes. But I'm just saying you can do it faceless if you want. So anyway, I had to jump in there, Rob. Sorry. I had to.
Love it,
I
love
had to
it.
tell the people the story because everybody thinks that I've always been wanting to get on video like this. That is not the case.
And if they think that I've wanted to get on video, that is totally false.
That's correct.
I did not ever want until a couple years ago even get in front of you
And then I
guys. I
started
would have
asking you,
never
hey, could you
ever.
help me with the Zoom? And now you're doing presentations.
Mm,
And Mary Beth, you've seen
hmm.
the progression of Rob, right? Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So it's been a journey, and if you can improve daily, then you're winning. If you're not doing anything to do that, then look around and w within. So because it's never answered by another person or another product, it's
It all
always
starts
within
within.
you. Yep, absolutely. So we have our extension that we actually found, and you guys get to get the name of it and the actual extension and where to find it. And we actually have that for the YouTube success because you can actually turn any channel and actually start to get up the ladder with any opportunity, even actually, you can use that. So we have the mindset training, very important. Actually, I have some of the times the worst mindset even when I'm in college because like I'll like literally my heart I have a Apple Watch Ultra, okay? Fun fact. Oh, I'm an Apple guy. Wow, big shocker. But I have an Apple Watch Ultra and I actually get a notification when I'm in class and it goes like this and it says, "Robert, your heart rate is higher than 120 after 10 minutes." I go, what? Well, it's because my nerves. And guys, when you are accepting $2,000, I know Mary Beth in go and gratitude and acceptance, she says, I am worthy of $2,000. I know she is. We've talked. She's a great woman, great, great mentor. And a lot of everyone else on here knows that if they made 2,000, they're worthy of it. But there's a lot that wouldn't. They just don't want to make $2,000. So I understand that, but we took it to the next extreme level here at the 2000 Fearless Elite. $10,000 value, and you're going to see where that number comes in. Massive here, guys, because $2,000 gets you guys the golden era of AI and how I teach and train on how to bring it into the digital realm of marketing properly. Not the hype and the rah-rah that you see everywhere on YouTube. This is hands-on and a great workshop class that we actually work together. And you ask me any question, I will answer best of my knowledge because AI, 30 years old here, guys, and I love AI. I use it all the time. Fun fact, to write a 100-word essay or paragraph, it uses about one bottle of water. I don't know if you knew that for ChatGPT. Yeah, fun fact. So if you ask, Mary Beth asks a question to ChatGPT and says, "Hey, can you write me 100-word email?" Guess what? one bottle of water was used to cool those computers. So that's a fun fact for everyone, right? So AI is not going anywhere because the companies are always investing how to make it better, how to make it more efficient. And so that's what we do in marketing. We want to make your marketing efficient, even in postcard. So we have offline strategies. If you're not someone like that, we have our course, our other incredible other stuff and trainings, and you'll see it in the back office. It's insane. And some of the training videos, of course, I've had people say, "Ah, I looked at it. I logged in one time." And then I had another guy. He logged in and actually began watching the videos, and he was like, "Oh, now I get it." So that's actually the training that you have at your own leisure, you can actually get. And so we have automation talks again here. We're coming up in on the hour and we're gonna have a party sign up tonight. And of course, it's not what you know, it's what you don't know, right? Because that's a big one. You know, we're here because we don't know anything. We don't know, I mean, we don't know what we're about to see here. The follow-up process, right? It's great you have an online opportunity, but what about the follow-up process? That's actually the key. You know, if you would just imagine if you saw a movie trailer one time, but it always was followed up in your email, you would have a social media post about it. Oh, wow, that's kind of similar to what kind of happens. But what if that was to make you money? What if this follow-up process was to actually make you sales? Well, that's where we have this right here. We have our beautiful 1-800 number where mom can answer and take the burden off of you when you do get a question. Because there are questions like, oh, is this the only opportunity this person's in? Or, oh, how many sales has that person? Or, oh, is this the first business they ever gotten into? There's all these
Is
questions,
this
and my
techie?
mom,
That's the number
is this
one.
techie?
Where do
Is
I get
this?
to
Yes.
traffic?
Yep. So mom is able to help you as a beginner, as an intermediate, or even as an advanced, but you can use this optionally as your actual crutch to get sales. And
Hmm.
that's that. Plus, we have a marriage of our beautiful email system that actually looks like this. So when the emails go out, it's an API. It's an API that plugs right in, and that API will have all of it where it will email your people. So let me explain this like I met you in an elevator and they said, "What is this? I saw it on the billboard. You're that guy on the billboard." I would say, "Great question, fellow stranger. What's your name?" "Oh, John. Okay, awesome. I'll remember your name, John." You guys knew that, right? I'll remember John. And so John will pop up again and he'll walking across the street going to Starbucks. "Hey, John. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. He remembered my name. Well,
Yeah,
guess what? We remember your clients because we email out your clients.
all the
So
time. For
all
how
the
many
time.
days since February of 2023? So how many
Yes.
days is that we launched this email portal? How many days has it been that I've sent out emails? I think there's been a couple days that I haven't, which let's just face facts. Last year was crazy. Bob was in the hospital 6 times, so I couldn't get to the Well, actually, one day I was in the hospital and I sent out emails for everybody. So I don't think I missed that day. When I had my knee surgery, I didn't do it. I might have did it that morning before I went to my knee surgery. I'm physically sitting down, like today, I'm physically sitting down and sending out the emails for people. There is no other system that does this. None on the internet. There might be autoresponders you might be getting email follow-ups from, but not me sitting down and typing it out every single day. Almost every single day. I don't want to say every day
Yep.
because that would make, obviously, if I have an emergency or Charlotte was born that day or whatever. But
Hmm.
I will share my screen real quick and I'll show everybody. This is literally, I think, the number one. I think we should actually charge more than 47 a month, but I won't do that to anybody. I won't change the price. But I literally sit down, I log in, and I go into my back office right here. And I make sure I have an amazing programmer. But let's see, how many days since, can anyone Google that? How many days since February of 2023 when we launched this Done For You email platform? And then I send it out, and this is my screen. This is literally everybody right here. Well, not everybody, but I'm on a lot of people's lists. Okay. So Edward wants to come into the Zoom. So this is what I do for everybody. And there's no other system that has this. And no matter what level you join at, 200, 500, 1,000, or 2,000, you still get this. You still get this benefit of me sitting down, typing out the emails and sit and pushing send. There's a send button at the bottom. I don't see your emails. Your emails get to be collected on either Aweber or Get Response. And we're working on something else, which I can't really quite say yet. And as long as I'm sharing my screen, I'm going to show everybody the traffic packages. So you're wondering, well, how do I get the leads on my list? Voila, we just launched this. It's not quite ready to click and pay, but this is the done for you packages in the back office, done for you campaigns. All the campaigns, you can click down and look at this. You can choose your capture page, and then you can actually click right here, one of the packages, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. How many clicks do you want me to run? You can even get 1,000 clicks. And this is doubled. This is literally doubled. So usually you pay $1 a click. Not here, you can get double the traffic. Talk about, wow, this is going to just be huge. And honestly, I'll run traffic for any business opportunity. I won't email your leads though. I will not follow up and email your leads, but however, I will run your traffic. I'm kind of becoming one of those one-stop shop kind of
Hmm.
companies. I mean, that's huge. I don't know if that's pretty cool. Okay, 804 days. That's cool. That's a great job there, Wyman.
Amazing.
I'll give you some bonus clicks. I gotta get with Valerie. Valerie's gotta send me her website for the other bonus clicks I was gonna give her. So, but Wyman sends me them right after the Zoom each time he wins almost every time. So Wyman, you got some bonus clicks for paying attention and doing the math for me tonight. Good job.
We also we're really great on time
Yes.
tonight within the hour.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
And let's wrap it up here.
5 minutes.
We have the bonus time. This is super fun to me, of course, every time I explain it. But this is very limited. These are in stock type of limitations, obviously due to a lot of things. There's a lot of things. So jumping on it is better than, just staying back because this is truly what you're here for is something that's fully wrapped up and done for you. So it's a seven-figure earning business in a box. So think about it having like mom's laptop and actually fully built and loaded for you and shipped out. And that's what we do. So we take all of mom's knowledge and all of the different things that we have in the back office and we give it to you in a actual laptop. No one else does this. In fact, they don't even want to do it themselves and try to be like us because they don't know, first off, what to put on it. And it's not cost effective. People don't like dipping in their profits. So what we do is we actually say we are the customer first company. We want you guys to actually experience how we actually felt at the finish line, not in the beginning. Because the beginning is where it all is really cloudy, right? And so we wrapped up everything and shipped it out to you. That's what we do. We wrap it all up and ship it out to you. Now we combine the digital world into the physical world. And this is actually kind of a quote Kat said. Also, Mary Beth said this as well. I loved how Mary Beth, you said this kind of as well too. And you combine those two, right? I love that. The wording. I take it and say, here's a credit. That's great. I love the wording. And so instead of like going to a mechanic, right, and saying, "Hey, I got the spark plugs I just bought at AutoZone or O'Reilly's. You know what? I'm going to be out in the parking lot and I'm going to do it myself. That's what I'm going to do." But what I said is I'd rather have this guy, this gentleman, actually work on my vehicle. That's how I am. I don't work on my own car. I take it to the experts. And by the way, I took it to a place before and the oil pan actually, okay, the screw in it, the oil pan dropped down and my car almost exploded on the highway because I did not take it to the right expert. So I
Yeah.
finally took it to the dealership and they said, "I don't know what we did here, but we basically saved your engine." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." So
I've
that's
taught the
why,
kids that sometimes you actually do have to spend some money in order to get some expert advice or expert service.
Mhm.
We had a real estate when we were real estate mortgage brokers and real estate investors, we flipped properties back then. We had a mentor that said, "Don't step over the dollars to get to the dimes." In other words, to get properly set up is, I guess, what I'm trying to say here tonight, because we get a lot of support emails. And I'm telling you that, like, to get the $2,000 bonus, this is literally worth it. Like having a laptop that's already got fully loaded with Get Fearless Freedom Business on it. I mean, like Rob said,
It's
there's no one else
insane.
doing it.
No one does this. No one
And we've
wants
been shipping
to,
them out
and
right and
we
left. Last
are.
week was crazy.
This was it was so crazy, honestly. And I love it because I know that people are getting their value because when you plug 2000, it's all relative in the mind. By the way, I've been to many real estate events, different mentorship programs and stuff. And I've seen where, they're like, "Hey, we have this thing for $30,000 or 20,000," and then they'll tell you how it's not that much. When we all know $30,000 can be a lot, right? And or so they'll always tell you how it isn't. And I'm here to tell you that no, I understand 2,000 isn't a lot, but it also is. So that's why value is what matters here. And so when you do get a bonus here for joining in soon, we have a Google Chromebook for you guys. And
By
so
the
it's
way,
shipped out.
just before I forget this, because I get a lot of questions. If you're not at the 2000 level, I had to make it like this because I had a lot of people prior to
Mhm.
this. So joining at the 2000 upgrading, so I had to make it like leveling the playing field. If you're not at the 2000 level, you can't give away the laptop bonus. So I just wanted just
No,
everybody to understand to be qualified to give away the laptop bonus, you'll have to upgrade with your sponsor. So I just want to let everybody know that. If people have to jump off, totally understand. No worries. You don't have to let us know. I totally get it because, like I said, everybody's wanting to get to it and get signed up and get going. So, yeah, I just had to make that note
absolutely,
real
Mom.
quickly.
Great note and very true. And with our ultimate setup as well, I actually it took me a while, by the way. This took me actually a few months to get nailed and actually get a lot of positive feedback. And when I mean feedback, it's insane. Some of the
Yep.
feedback I get afterwards. And so what I do is I build it out for you and we, connect in everything for you. We create the funnels, the extra funnels, the solo ad, the traffic funnels, all of them, they're ready to go. Custom images. When I say custom images, I'm talking literally it'd be like Kelly with a custom image all made up and everything. And or Valerie, she has a laptop, she experienced it. It's an incredible. So many others on here. Wyman, Corey, we have. So the value is
Mhm.
priceless. Like you cannot put a price on it because to have something that's never been done, it's fully created out of thin air, and it's actually done this. We're doing this for you as a Chromebook for you. Karen, she loves hers. We have, and I'll show you some photos of real life, them actually receiving this. We have some of the early adopters actually in our Chromebook. Kat, she loved hers. Art, just the experience they got to feel. Wow, I actually get a laptop? Like, what the heck? I mean, I have something that's an asset. I'm a tech guy, guys, and I'm a techie guy, and I'm gonna be your tech guy to build you fully this business because I feel that computers are actually an asset. Mom, said to me one time, she says, "Rob, you're getting another MacBook?" Guys, I have like three of them. And she said, "Why?" I said, "But you know why." She says, "Actually, yes, I do know why, because you know
It'll
how to
make you
apply
money, I
it.
said.
Yep, you know how to apply it." So, so
Well,
cool to
see,
see
and this is the
this.
thing, guys, and this is what I want to point out, honestly. When when the economy is collapsing, which it basically is, okay, let's just face facts here tonight, okay? It's been crazy for the past 3, 4 years, right? You want to have an actual asset or an income producing business. You don't want to be going backwards, right? So you want to teach these kinds of things to. I'm already talking to Charlotte about it. She can't even hear, she can't even, get on a computer yet. But I'm just saying, I'm talking to her and I'm whispering that, hey, grandma's going to do a Zoom tonight. Like I want people to understand that the next generation is going to be way past what we know, right? In our 30s, 40s,
Hmm.
50s. Like Charlotte's going to have some device that she's going to come to me someday and say, Grandma, can you figure this out? So it's nothing we can avoid. Okay. But why not get an early start and start learning the AI and start learning the chat GPT and all this kind of
Hmm.
talk? And that's what I want Get Fearless Freedom to be. And there's other things that we're going to implement and add, as we go. So it's an ever growing, evergreen community. This is Johnny Johnson. He just actually got his. He's so thrilled. He's very happy. And that's the thing that I think people want to have is something that they can work. Most people are literally still working off of this, their phone. Nothing wrong with it, but you can't really run a six-figure business if that's your intention with just a phone. There's Amelia. In fact, we were in Vegas when I got both Kevin and Amelia and Corey to join. So
Yep.
there's 246 right there. Everybody's probably adding it in their head. I think one of the biggest things that people have to understand is that we help you get started. There's no other way to explain it, but we help you get started. Okay. So that's great, Rob. It was a great presentation. I'm going to go ahead and end it off of my YouTube channel, and then I'll end the recording, and then we'll have Mary Beth and Valerie talk. Maybe I'll keep it recorded and on my video. If anyone has to leave, I totally get it. We try to keep it right at the hour, but that's an amazing bonus. We do only have two right now in stock. And I already have one spoken for this week, actually Wednesday, so technically one. So if anyone wants the ones that are in stock and that Rob, because he goes out and he sources them. So he literally physically goes and finds them, picks them out because he's that he's that particular when it comes to his laptops and making sure that they're good for everybody. So anyone have any questions for us? Sorry, last week I was holding Charlotte and she was getting fussy and I had to jump off. But she's adorable. She's so much fun. I mean, already just 10 weeks, I'm like, wow, she is super, super smart. So, anyone have any questions? Anyone want to say how they love their laptops or anything with the community going? Mary Beth, do you want to share if you want to? Karen, Mary Beth, Valerie, anyone on here? Feel free. Oh, you need to be unmuted. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because
that's what's going on. Right.
because I did the settings tonight. I hope you can. Ask to unmute. Oh, geez. There it goes. Did it work? I hope. Oh, no. Did I make it to where you can't tonight? Shoot. Allow to multi-pin. That's weird. Okay. Let me go ahead and try to end the recording too.